Hello, this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Let's Play Solasta Crown of the Magister, Early Access, Episode 2. Last time we basically just created the party, so now we're going to actually start the adventure. So hopefully the volume levels are good. I've turned the music off, turned up the voices. We'll see how it is. I may have to adjust it. So, new adventure. Oh, and this is the first time I've started it, and I left the tutorial on, so we'll be seeing stuff like this. So, I don't know that you guys want me to actually read all this, so I will just go ahead and go through it. Okay, there's only one campaign right now, so let's go ahead and this tells us our party setup. Let's go to personal. Now I gotta remember which ones we set up because it's by name, not when they were set up. So let's see. So we know the wizard. Can we select multiples like shift click? Well, I know we had an elf rogue and a dwarf fighter and cleric. Nope, you can't shift click. You have to load one at a time. And you have to hit that each time. Which of these, Selvin? There's the lowlife and the sellsword. We know that one. Let's go with that one. Hopefully that's the one I created last episode, but it's probably close enough. Okay, let's go ahead and start game. And now we get a loading screen. I'm sure this will get compared endlessly to Baldur's Gate 3 because it came out so close together in early access. To sum up quickly the differences as I see it, this is more tactical challenge oriented, where you get to control the whole party, while Baldur's Gate 3 is more story oriented, more towards telling a story and interacting with the character stories as well. So let's go ahead and...
Before the cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then, the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manicalan, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
These I'll read. 1024 AC. It's a time of political tension between the Principality of Masgarth and its neighbors. The Legacy Council stands as a neutral organization with representatives from all of the Eastern Kingdoms. It has issued a call for hired adventurers to bolster its effort to explore the perilous Badlands. A valiant group gathers at the Gravekeep's Cask Inn, ready to take up the challenge.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Hope I'm not too late. Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here.
Sit. Relax. Perhaps you'd enjoy a pint of this obnoxious ale.
You're not too late, friend. We're all here for the same reason. Grab a chair.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
Looks like you've been waiting here a while.
Indeed. You mentioned something about some trouble. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, I was making my way here when 3 bandits leapt from the bushes with crossbows. They dragged me off to some decrepit prison and tossed me in a filthy cell that smelled of rat piss. Don't know what was holding the place up.
Okay, this looks like the first tutorial, and I think I'm gonna, once I get control here, see if I can cut down the volume a little on the voices. I think it's a little high. So let's go ahead and see if I can get to that. Settings. Let's set this down to about 80%. See if that works. Okay. So escape the bandits, find a way out. Well, that sounds like a good plan. Alt shows you anything you can interact with. This is the basic movement. It's the usual. You can use the keys to move, or the arrows to move the map around. You can use the Q and E to rotate. You can right click and drag the camera to rotate too. So okay. So let's look over here. I don't see anything. I do like the feel of the art for these dungeons. I know several people said it has a Neverwinter Nights feel to it. I know the current plan, there is no plan for a construction set or a modding tools. It is in Unity, so people who Unity modding isn't that difficult to do, so we'll see. So let's see, journal. I understand. So I think this is the journal here. Well, that's the map. That's the journal. The word journal. And the journal keeps apparently an adventure log of all our conversations, which I really like. Quest log. Bestiary, which is pointless right now because we've never found anything to learn anything about it. Factions. I know that we have multiple factions. There are 6 of them, and it's the usual. You can get favor with one faction, which may drop favor in another. Looks like we're indifferent to 5 of the factions, but we have sympathy with the Principality of Masgarth. Masgarth? I'm not sure how you say that. Which is the princess and Captain Versa Ironshell, who I believe we meet later. So they will join me in battle is basically the effect right now. And then the tutorial, this just shows us the tutorial so we can go back through it randomly. Okay. Anything over here of interest? No. I forgot to check that door. I assume you can't go in any of the cells except that one. Well, there's no door there to check. Okay. So basically a lot of this movement's automatic. You don't have to go through and tell a character to crouch and crawl and stuff. So it takes advantage of it and makes it easy. So if I double click the character's portrait or press tab when controlling this character. Okay, understood. Well, that's good to know. I was wondering how you did that. So if we just click here, they'll automatically crawl. And apparently if we hit tab, it automatically centers. I like that. I like that a lot. Looks like treasure. We get a torch. Well, I won't argue. Torch. You can put the torch in either your primary, your secondary, or your light source. Might as well put it in the light source. Boom. Okay. So that's debris, that's blocked. The door doesn't open, it looks like. And I don't think we can get in any of those cages. So we keep going this way. Actually, let's switch to that. That turns on our torch. Now, I'm not sure, but I think the way dark vision works, because all my character has dark vision, is dark vision keeps you from getting the disadvantage when you're fighting in the dark. But I don't believe it lets you see any better. So you still need light sources to see, or for you guys to see, because I don't know how dark YouTube stuff tends to come out darker than it is on the actual screen. And that, so interactive elements, okay. So if it takes a dice roll, we'll see the difficulty class displayed over it. Otherwise, we'll just see a little gear.
Of course, nothing is free. Is that a joke?
So nothing there. So let's go click on this.
That actually went better than I expected. What can I tell you? They looked just like the stories.
Okay.
What did you expect exactly?
And it will automatically do stuff like climb and jump for you.
Back yesterday.
Assuming you can make the jump now.
There's no dishonor in a few stars.
It depends on your stats, whether, and your skills, how far you can jump. Which I think it explains here, yeah. Depending on your strength and proficiency with athletics, you can jump between between 2 and 5 cells. You can always jump 2 cells, drop down 3 cells, and climb up 1 cell, or climb up easy surfaces like ladders or ropes without any trouble. A character with a strength below 15 and no proficiency in athletics cannot jump far enough to reach the chest. A fighter with strength 15 to 20 can jump across 3 cells, so can a character with a strength of 11 to 14 plus proficiency in athletics. In general, the critical path is always open to characters without superior physical abilities. However, optional loot is sometimes harder to reach. Don't give up, though. You may find another way to get to this chest.
You're lucky.
So can we get... We can't get there from here.
Sorry.
I don't think we can actually get to that chest by jumping.
Better than I expected.
I don't remember what our stats are.
They looked just like the stories say. Oh? What did you expect exactly?
So can I get there now? Yes.
Anyway,
Ha.
the party came back yesterday. Sure. No, actually, I don't. There's no
It gives us a potion. We'll throw it in our potion slot here.
Depends. Tomorrow, if you're lucky, we'll see. Of course, nothing is free. Is that a joke? Sorry to disappoint.
And I don't think we can...
That actually went better than I
Yep, we can't get to it from that side.
They looked just like the stories say. Oh?
So let us continue. Oh, I guess we jumped.
Anyway, another party.
So here you can see,
Sure.
if you go to the bottom,
Actually,
there's an arrow saying up, and if you go to the top, there's an arrow going down,
it depends.
or you can just click
Tomorrow, if you're lucky, we'll see.
someplace away from it.
Nothing is free. Is that a joke?
Doo-doo-doo.
Sorry to disappoint.
And we go to the end here, we jump down here,
Actually went better than I expected.
and then we push this.
They looked just like the
A lot of this is similar to, if you watch my videos, I did play the demo, and a lot of these systems were used in the demo. So even though I haven't played this yet, I'm reasonably. We'll go ahead and push this stone just to show you what happens. Looks like it fell down a hole, but we don't need that.
That actually went better than I expected. What can I tell you? They looked just like the story said.
So if we click on journal, it will give us more information about what's going on. Push the unstable wall on top of the bandits. Okay.
Sure. No,
I assume they mean this.
there's no dishonor in a few stars.
That was successful. This basically tells us about looting and watch your carrier and wait. And we can stack some items, so.
Yeah. We bring light in darkness.
Looks like it gave us back all our original equipment. Oh, we have platinum, gold, silver, and copper coins. And we got another food ration. And some arrows. Which doesn't help us because we use bolts. But I assume they're non-recoverable, so if you're going to do a lot of archery in that. Of course, I don't think the fights, since it's a very tactical feel, I have the feeling the fights don't go on forever the way some things do. So, okay, close. And then it says we recovered our equipment, open the door. That must be the door. And we finished the first tutorial.
So you escaped unscathed. Well done, my friend. This council needs to get organized. They have no right to keep us waiting like this.
The council is likely busy with important matters of state, and we're not. So have patience.
Well, let me tell you my story then. I too was accosted on the way here, but I faced my foes head on.
So, what are you waiting for? Spit it out, why don't you?
I think they still need some work on the face animations and that. They seem a little off to me. Okay, battle starts. We get it. Wow, we got really good initiative. So if we move to a yellow area, we use dash. However, you cannot use your... So dash takes an action. You got an action, move, and bonus, I think you can do each round. Even though I played D&D through 4th edition, I have never actually played 5th edition, which is the only version of D&D I have not played. So in terms of pen and paper, I have played some games based on 5.1, such as Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, I don't see yellow. They have 4 hit points, looks like. I'll just gonna go up and hit this one. And it's dead. Yay. And then I guess we end turn because our only power is, at this point our only power is our second wind, which we're not injured, so I'm okay with that. Okay, now let's try attack with a weapon. And we can shove people. I'll show you why it's good to shove people. This has a lot of options that you don't get to use because of the 3D It's not a flat plane like Baldur's Gate is and stuff like that to a large degree. It's much more 3D. There's a lot more verticality in your movement. So stuff like shove can be used to do stuff like this. And that used our action so we can end our turn. Wow, he rolled a 1. Understood. Whoops, push away. Okay. So now we can run this way. Climb up. Climb down. Looks like it's pseudo stairs there. Okay, looks like it wants us to practice disengaging now. Ooh, that wolf has 50. So I think what we want to do is disengage to here and then push this rock. And it will probably roll down and hit the wolf. Ha! A little more spectacular than hitting the wolf, but still, same goodness.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
I don't remember anyone asking your opinion.
The Badlands are thick with them. Shape-shifting bastards.
Everyone's a critic.
Aren't all drunks basically stupid?
Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
That is preposterous.
I traveled here from the east and left the main highway, hoping to save time by traversing the hills. The views were magnificent. But I should have kept my eye on the path, because it gave way beneath my feet, plunging me into Stygian darkness. Ow! That's going to leave a mark.
Okay, this is going to teach us about lighting and light sources. You can equip torches, cast light spells. Oh yeah, and you can light things like piles of grease or oil or torches on with your lit source. But I don't know that I have a torch. I have a candle. Not as much light as a torch, but hopefully it will let me light things. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on... These are how you switch between your primary, your secondary, and your light. And this costs a light cantrip automatically on one of your handheld. But light spells won't let you light things. Candles work as a light source, but they're not. They're a lot dimmer than torches. I assume the glowy things are the things we're supposed to light. And a totem.
Upon my word, this is an orc hideout. The malodor is unmistakable. Ugh.
Okay. We explore farther. Healing. Oh, that's right. We're injured. So we can drink a potion, cast healing spells. There's a potion and nearby loot. Oh, and there's the nearby loot. And we have a potion. What's this? This is our component pouch. By the way, if you hold Alt, you'll get more information quite often on these. That also works for spells, I discovered. So we could switch from our candle to a torch, but I'm okay with the candle. But we'll take the torch with us. Arrows, we don't really need those. And food. You need to use food every time you sleep. You need one ration for every person, so that's an ongoing expense. And you can only sleep at special places, which I believe in this tutorial it tells us about it.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
So cautious mode shows hidden stuff and makes it harder for us to be spot. Okay, so if we stay above them, they won't see us. So where do we want to go here? I think down to here. Oh. I forgot to turn on cautious mode. Apparently that's what happens if you forget to turn on cautious mode. Let's see how far back I have to go. So good safety tip. If you're going to sneak, go into sneak mode. It makes it much easier to sneak. And I don't know if you guys understand advantage and disadvantage. Did I already get... I need to get stuff from the chest again, I bet. Oh, we can just hit loot all. Much easier. Since I'm going to sneak, I don't think I'm going to worry about save that potion. Okay, now we're sneaking.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
Okay. So let's sneak down this time. And I believe that circle is how far the noise you make goes, which is determined by, I think, your skill and what armor you're wearing, and I don't know what else. I think it explains that at some point. And we will probably finish the tutorials, which will probably have us going a little over, and then call this an episode. So let's go ahead and head back up here. I'm still carrying a lit candle along with me, though it's a very dim light. I wonder if I turn off the candle, does the circle get smaller? Nope, doesn't seem to be. So we want to go there. So it leaps to there, leaps to there, and leaps to there. Okay, which way do we go now? Must be this way. A lot of jumping. Click to open the map. Oh, we can fast travel there. So we're already, okay, we're already almost there.
No other means of egress is apparent. Fine. I shall wait until they go. These creatures do hunt, right?
Here it's explaining long rests. That's basically how you get back spells. You do some healing. And you can only do it on anything but the big outdoor map at rest places. Or I think you can do it in town at the inn. And this is also after you do a full rest, you can do your spells. So let's rest. Start our long rest. When rest is complete, recover all hit points and half your hit dice maximum. Okay. I don't understand that. It seems to contradict. You get half your hit dice maximum and all hit points. That it doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. So we'll start our long rest. Okay, then we can go to prepare spells. So we get 4 spells. Magic Missile, Sleep, Thunder Wave, and Mage Armor. Actually, I'm okay with those, I think. Yeah, I think I'm okay with those. Identify and Detect Magic both have their uses, but I think that's a better selection for now. So we'll go ahead and validate that. I assume as I go up levels, I get to select more spells, and I have 2 slots, so I can throw 2 first level spells before I can, per long rest. And apparently I have... Okay, that's right, I took whatever stats it got, so I have a 6 charisma. As a high elf. Okay, validate. Doomp. And close. They should be gone. So I think we need to crawl through here. Okay. There's our site where we can rest. Should be fully healed now since we rested. Yes, we are. So I assume this is the way out. Yep.
Not sure I would have slept so close to a horde of orcs.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink. I'm beginning to think Lord Karen might be a mythical creature.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yes, but I have good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
We can't take up arms together if we don't trust each other.
Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
Oh, that's not good.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it. Because, you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
I think this is my rogue. I hope so, since they want me to be stealthy. Let's go into cautious mode. It's telling us about stealth. Here's the noise circle depends on your armor type and your stealth skill. Good idea to avoid moving into enemy's field of view when carrying a light source. Oh, so light source does affect if you move into their field of view. You must make a stealth check if you attempt to interact with an object such as opening a door or chest or even pickpocketing. You will remain undetected if you succeed. Cautious mode also allows you to find and follow tracks. And here we see tracks. Oh, here we have a glowy. And again, it's covering the camera. I don't know why. Oh, never had heard. I guess they don't stack. So can these be equipped anywhere? Nope. Apparently you just have to have them on your person. Okay.
Oh, Liam, always thoughtful.
Well, Liam must have technically left those there in case we didn't have any. You notice our circle here is much smaller than it was with our mage. So they should be high enough. We should be okay. And that's not a door we can open. Looks like that's our way to go. So it's sort of like Pathfinder Kingmaker, where the most skilled person in your party will attempt to unlock the door if you're in party mode. Okay, that's good to know. You must have thief tools in your inventory to try picking a lock. Being proficient with these tools will help. So I rolled a 19, which came a 27. Is that the way that worked? Sleight of Hand. Oh, okay, they want us to pick this guy's pocket. I don't know if I have Sleight of Hand. Proficiencies. Yes, I have Sleight of Hand. Well, let's see if we can actually do it. So we need to sneak up behind him. Let's go to here. Make sure there aren't any gotchas. Looks like they're both looking the other way. So let's carefully go up here. Shit. We have to wait till this guy stops looking that direction. Okay, now we can try it again. Okay. Let's get out of here. So we got a key, but I don't know what we do with it. Is there a door here? Nope. No door there. I don't know where this key does any good. I'm not seeing any place to use a key. Well, let's check over here. Maybe there's a place over here to use a key. Ah, there's a door. Oh, we picked that lock. I'm just not sure. That looks... Yep, we can climb up here.
Stop. A trap.
Okay. So we should be able to just click on the trap and unlock automatically. Disarm a trap, you must first detect it, which we did. Try disarming, mouse over it and left click. Okay, again it's pretty automatic. Some traps you can only trigger by disarm by triggering them. Okay. So 14 plus our bonus is a success.
Damn, a trap.
So I assume that this trap chest is what we want. Into the trap chest we go. We rolled a 2 and still got success. Well, at least we didn't roll a 1. So, this is a tutorial. Wow, it's worth 500 gold. No wonder they wanted it back. And did we get a single? It's hard to see that, but I think we got 22 gold pieces. Yep. Really hard to see that number, at least for me. Okay, I think that's it for there. So let's go ahead and sneak out. Never did find a door to use the key for. I don't know where that door was. Would have had to been around here somewhere.
There you are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk. Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
A grave mistake.
Sometimes in the course of your adventure, some non-player characters may become critical. This means if you let them die, the game is over. Attack when undetected, you gain the advantage of surprise. Understood. Can we get behind him here? Are we still in? We're still sneaky mode. Can we hit him?
Oh!
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
Well, we're not here to drink ourselves to death.
Well, thank you for making that clear. Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
Fine. I'd like to present you with the bill for the time we spent cooling our heels.
Feel free. The Council's bursary enjoys a good laugh.
Might we ask a bit more about this quest of yours, sir, if you please?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
We hear this is a mission for the Council, but what is it exactly?
Dear Mareike, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple, but you know, politics. The Council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
Do I want to go through all these questions? Yeah, let's go ahead. I know I'm running really long, but...
What are the organizations you mentioned?
The Council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, and the Circle of Denantar. And the Church of Einar guarantees fairness, led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
And it's already running long. Let's go ahead and skip this. So,
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
didn't I just say that?
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Hurry up and wait. The story of my life.
Okay, we'll go ahead and save it to this point and call it an episode. That got us through all the tutorials. So next episode, we will finally get to actually start the game. Though actually, for as far as tutorials go, those were actually pretty... I liked the individual character sort of stuff. It was a little railroady, but find me a tutorial that isn't. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment. And if you disliked the episode, leaving me a dislike's fine, but please leave a comment saying why you disliked the episode. As always, this is Spidey 1958, and have fun gaming.